been a major problem. There be a some statement here, but if it is indeed coming from the president, I think say a chair there be a catch of how naked this particular estate is, because you see, until so but me build the robust internal mechanism, the structures in place, you know. Foreigners and other way or more pet or mind more, but they always and always, you know, they will come. Because you see, because of your natural resources and everything, you know, and I heard recently the infiltration of Chinese into Africa as a way cry to tell you, say they have a particular agenda. In their attempt to catch up with the US and other way, you know, they are just global trotting. Wherever they find resources, they will master all the force. So it is individuals who they are not alone. The government is behind them, because that is what they do. Roman Abramovich, those Russian guys, invading Europe and not to talk clubs. An individual, do you think say in the second auditor, but the one see the crime, it is the state that has committed resources to hiding behind the individuals. And it is a Nipano Babahano Bedin Semhuna. The whole state machinery will move in to protect the person. And that is the point that we have. And it is a one to to when near Maya, always they will come and take advantage of you. Quite recently, there was a situation in Nepal. You was this organ harvesting crime syndicate. What they do is say, Omoba, my say, oh, you offer free medical care to amount for. And as lazy as some people can be, until Omoba, Omo surgeon ba, your friend say anesthetist ba, the scrubbing nurse, or be like theater team no mood ni na ba. And this is your hospital, na say you free, you like. And they do invasive procedure like laparotomy, the abdominal incision, and as for your baby, major organs. In the Omobana say hospital for nature move, oh, Omo be a now Omo year surgeries now, no more. Some years after, na man for chance a scan of move there, tell kidney by acquire. Not knowing the Omoba, they were cutting kidneys. Mama must offer your operation. Yes, and secondly, no, a year two. You can survive on one. When you are until so scan. So by the time Nepal for any bomb, who say, we know my baby disabon. So I'm telling the foreign interest on some of these crime and as for your customer there. Whenever you open the door, people will always take advantage and do whatever. So this as a one situation that customer and because a failed state and a is the reason why some of these guys ever consistently, are more taking away everything away. And what we are lacking in the BM apart from the leadership in the knowledge economy, we are not interested in that. It is about status, it is about names, it is about men no degree, men PhD way, but I don't know mokobo PhD our which are mobile so na the omko sharing in a fragum, no modo mutihuaba, or Sembunu Kwane Babino Kuma say. Because that knowledge economy now make any idea say juma or ha. Menya sure senka. And can reflect in some of the policies and some of the decisions that you take here. Young Casano, you're betting your tighten your way because all team better radio. So, we have hospital in some may see. Just a open who has a crime behavior, but only one that's about the whole country. What actually is wrong? The knowledge economy, and no, we are not interested. But we forget that is the only thing that can help us to grow. Because quite recently, we have a metrics. And the statistics are there to assess whether a country is doing better or not. We GDP per capita, and then your other metrics like your human development index, good, sure. Your happiness index, and several other indexes in the ABA. Papa na oya the godfather of your friend's GDP, your friend Simon Kuznets is an American. Or shall say a measure economics, and then he got to a point or categorizing the whole we are seeing into 4 countries, or categorizing into your first developed countries, underdeveloped countries, China, your first Japan, and then Argentina. We read about the Ghana situation. So why Argentina? Why Japan? Argentina because Argentina as a country by the year 1913, now in terms of GDP per capita, now they're the 10 richest countries in the world. Argentina ka ho because I open natural resources as so my own natural resources pa eyomoa sa lithium ya na no na wo ka ho asemi omo deposit omo asase to me sure biofuel agric just everything they have it So economy at the following year, 1914, ethnic growth became the third largest economy in the world. Now countries are not ahead of them, US, Australia, and IFN saying UK. So such a country, no, within a short period, sa money from some as a captain. Every other hyperinflation of recorded. You have recorded 0 GDP growth on 7 consecutive times. Minor all of a sudden, this is one of the poorest countries in the world, Argentina, but they have all the resources. We remember I've told you, sir, if you have all the natural resources in the world, now we need answer. We need leader, we need answer. You're useless. Useless. So, and about Japan. Japan was massively involved in the Second World War. After the Second World War, you saw US President Harris S. Truman. He bombed the hell out of Japan. And exactly. Yes. A Bombay way. Not Japan economy not crash here. People didn't know how Japan started, but they saw an opportunity. Some rana start here now. Further na technological revolution no eba. And Japan too no to sa basi. And then the economy transformed because they didn't have everything, all the economic, everything was against them. But because of Whitman riding alongside with the technological evolution, 1990, go back to 1990. Tips are never come on, not adding Panasonic and Panasonic, Panasonic, yes, Sony, Toshiba, Philips, exactly. So that is the kind of evolution, even though all the odds against them. But Japan, everywhere Japan was rubbing shoulders with America. But Argentina now was they failed to invest in education. And now they want cheap labor, just like Ghana. So it's cheap labor. The majority of the people were uneducated. So if you are not educated, innovation is a problem. But 1940, say now countries are secondary school intake now very low internationally. We are seeing in Argentina. And then they're reflecting the kind of economy. And the Japan so taking advantage of the revolution, a technological revolution, a page of Momukodu Babi Modri. And so Africa and Ghana example now, typically Argentina. They are not only Okroma say. But Adeba MSC is the knowledge economy American wants them. You need to have men or more in India or more opportunity. So omitting policies, the measures, your natural resources, we have everything. How do we leverage all these things for the kind of economic transformation you're seeking? That is the key point. But nobody seems to be interested. It is about Nipano bar, a status, a class. So a class struggle. And the other side, that ethnocentric, tribal kind of way, and non dominate your politics. The key thing is knowledge. The minister, Nipano Kasa, Sebi, Wakuma Bukra, Wakuma Besore. But your Kuma say, so we are honest minister of the Casa Cries or Wakuma no cry the bedroom go cry and because Yate Kuma, Captain Martin himself, Obakase, all block your man for some card at this particular point. Then you know some of the policy decision that you take. So no, making such an attempt it was a foolish decision to start with. So I buy a winning answer and you take such an initiative and within a short way then you try. I chose one Kasaka winning their way. You see, they are only ridiculing themselves at the worst stage because I started here. Men want to hana brante yan tranka nyansa any sade wemo. Because what is the whole essence? The whole essence, let's say, your friend is saying cyber crime costro and you register. But a nay. So we had the rate at which crime I'll zoom me some pace of sophistication now. Do not say the issue symbols away. And if people want to do fraud, I'm not sure idea. All you have to do is to just buy login from dark web. Why interface you? There are other encryption tools among for you. So VPN as a forum. People use all these things or they have the laptop here what has say. And then I would say whatever that you do. But when you are using those encryption tools now, IP address trace manity from Japan. What I say? That is how crime could do. It is what you consider SIM card, not SIM card. It means that one the kind of technological evolution you are just a novice. You are just still living taking a rest in the primitive era now with them knowing what is going on because Sanema we know and yeah solution and And I'm because of certain individual and selfish interests in India, prioritizing on India, they will make sure say Ghana for in a home chiromo, a creative unnecessary mess. They don't care because of what they do. It's the reason why you see. So we need Nipa or Sabi. Nyansa in the team, when you arm them with political power, my catcher says the most dangerous thing that you can ever do. Say Nipa only Nyansa. Now with the political power, and I say 2 me better than Sa. So when the Ghana card, you catcher say register was same. Why nya me blockeno? It's a that's a classic case of the Yeti Hoi and Oko other areas. China ni or Noba Kruma. There are evidence about say or engaging in a near man sabi the lawless and then as a form in the first place. Mpanimfono mo kwa around now or man mo edino because on team free the Kruma man menya land or your way. The whole state machinery now and the propeller no. Now you have the whole president, commander of the armed forces, no whatever, and is telling us or doubt it. Said the woman was indeed. It means that the whole estate in Ankara, if the president himself doesn't have trust and hope in the estate, how much more the ordinary person? Then it talks about our security. Yet Hana Yeka about the infiltration of terrorists and then as a form. Said such a thing can happen. Not a security to certain extent is compromised to the extent say individuals I say Yakamo Bia to say Yapam so called Chrome. It's Michel Chroma two party Kumase, a James Center and as for the Bia Nipa Hunu say Otiho. Yes, or when I'm for your party on society betting. Wouldn't say as an organized party in Kumase. Or Tamale say or Kwaya Ghana card. And the catches Amamina say why that within your system. Obian Flagino or San call back. So and I just telling us that they are not aware. Nipa na o kroma na
o kan one kan you
me say nipa ye say ya pam na man ko du krom no e ba ne say na okọ tamale NIA office say o kwa card okọ ye no o mo share system no mu say anidi ya Aisha wana dada wana no ni di wom dada
ti ya ma foforo nye
ya ma foforo nye enti ma me san ko wachi Nipa ya deporting no this didn't happen and you have still individuals holding on to their position. You see the whole estate, you know, like it's a joke. Political power, I can't say youth, you know, let us rise. Army people who are reasonable, people are more intellect, what it takes, the way to cause the kind of transformation you seek, you know. And yes, sir, now you continue arming, you first the fools with political power, they will continue to terrorize us like the way it's happening. And there will be no future for anybody. Makacho said, what to work as a future leader. Today, then I'm for Robin. People are taking the today away, so there will be no future for you. This is the time for us to invest in leaders. Or meeting your boy, I'm just seeking that kind of transformation. Individuals say need almost idea. But that's it. So if indeed, if the story is true,